The match is about to start.
From PS12, now Nigerian now the Warmison, Jamo, against Hydra, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hydra finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, all they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S are your champions.
Miracle.
2 sips of Monster Energy.
One's just. A happy boy. Energy.
The match is about to start.
From PS12, now Nigerian now the Warmison, Jamo, against Hydra, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hydra finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, all they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S are your champions.
happy boy. Energy.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Oh, from Israel, now on the body, Israeli Ruger, now the Womerson, Demo, against Iber, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iber finds him, shots him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money's in, all day going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold. Miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
Monstrous. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Oh, from Israel, now on Now the Warmison, Demo, the Tiger, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow.
What's up, Nigeria? It's your girl Mitch Gaming, and we are finally live again for another beautiful week. I know I've not been there for quite some time. I mean, I've been a little bit busy, but I'm glad I'm back. I'm here with you guys, and I'll be your caster today. Of course, Chris decided to leave me alone here to have a good time with you guys. It's totally okay. I'm just hoping you guys will be kind in the comment section. Keep me updated. I need to know what has been happening, which teams to look out for, and then we'll be flowing to see how this goes. I'm aware we're doing the group green, and they're going to be we're going to be having a very good amount of teams there. We have a good amount of point systems as well. Honestly, if I'm being honest, I'm not gonna say Uganda Gaming today. The people from Umoja Gaming have to really forgive me for that. I don't think they're here, but they should forgive me for that. But the I'm going to be really on a lot today. I really need to see which teams I'm supposed to look out for, which teams have really good game movements, which teams have the most points. Because at the end of the day, I believe everyone is trying to make it to the finale. There's a prize pool to be won. That is something, of course, I'm going to be looking at just to see which teams make it to the finale. For the teams that I left there, how they played to the previous days. But today we'll be having 4 matches. Match 1 will be Erangel. Match 2, Miramar. Match 3, Sunhawk. And then match 4, we'll have Erangel. I can't make any predictions again because I'm not really sure. But we have the teams there. We have... they're the teams. We have Hush. We have Vibe. We have Vanguard Esports. Super J. Interesting team names there, because Hash, I believe I've seen them before. For Vibe, I haven't really seen them, but I can see a very interesting name. I just saw Vibe Ling Ling. He should explain why he called himself that. We have RFT Esports and our 14th Gaming. We have Rio as well. Again, names I'm going to be on the lookout for. I believe RFT Esports, I've seen how they play, and I'm going to see how they're going to be performing tonight and the calls they're going to be making, just to be sure what they're going to be giving us tonight. Of course, in the comment section, you can tell me what you guys expect in tonight's games, which team I should be looking at, and of course, do the usual. If you're already here, you're already watching the live stream, make sure you're liking, you're sharing, and you're subscribing to the YouTube channel for 1080 Play Gaming, because I'm gonna be your caster. I mean, I'm a little bit excited. I'm not even gonna lie about it. And Solid Army as well is going to be playing. Very, very nice. I'm going to be looking at a couple of players there. We have Dream Team, we have Athlete Gaming, and of course we have Crazy. Are they Crazy Weirdos? Oh no, nah. I hope I hope they're not going to be weirdos today. I just hope the name is just as it is. They're just a name. Nothing has to do with their gameplay. But then again, guys, that is the roster. I'm going to be looking at a couple of teams just to see how they're going to be performing. But I'm going to be keeping a lookout at the comment section for you guys to tell me which teams to be on the lookout for. Of course, I'm excited. I mean, there's always something about the NPL games, the excitement, the way teams carry themselves, the rotations. Last time I said Nigeria has grown, someone in the comment section said they have not, and this is not their peak moments. So I'm not sure about that, guys. According to what I saw and how people have been playing, you guys are doing a really good job. But you know what? Some of you know better. That's totally okay. But I'm here to enjoy every single game. Give me your predictions. Which team do you think is going to be winning game 1? We have common names as well in the game, that's for sure. But honestly, all I want to see is pure action. All I want to see is people going for those third-party fights, taking compounds. I mean, entertain me. You know, it's quite late in Kenya already, so I need to be entertained so that I don't go to sleep while live. But we are officially in for game 1. Like I said, it's going to be Erangel, and we are going to be seeing how the teams take on this fight and how they're going to be handling a lot of, to be honest, action. We're looking at the flight path. We can see it coming from the southwestern side of Erangel all the way to the northeastern side, basically the eastern side of Erangel right now. And Lipovka is usually not a common to most people, but places like Potinki, School, Shelter, Rozok, Free Zone, probably we're going to be having a lot of teams going there, as well as Yasnaya Pongiana. There's something about Yasnaya that I've never really come to understand. I don't know how or why they end up going to use Napoleon and why people choose to be around Yasnaya. But we're going to be seeing how they handle their games, their fights. At the end of the day, we want to be entertained. We want to have a really, really good time during the live streams. Looking at teams already, we have Arab T Esports. They seem to be going to Georgia Pool alone. No team is going towards them for now. The places from Fiery Pier seems to be a little bit popular for two teams there. We have the Dream Team. They're going towards Fiery Pier. We're going to be seeing what their plan is on that side. Rozok as well seems to be popular again. Some teams are going towards that side as well, but that team with a very interesting name, the Crazy Weirdos. I mean, I need to know something like why will they call themselves that? We need to understand what led to them calling themselves that name. But so far so good. Rozok seems to be the most crowded place as of now, and most players might just be forced to engage in early fights. Depend on what the IGL says. We're going to be seeing how this goes, how we're going to be having people engaging in fights. I remember the last time I was here, I asked Bruce to explain to me how this whole rotation is happening, and Crowns said in the comment section I didn't understand anything. He was right. I didn't understand anything. I just remember a few things here and there. So but I'm going to be trying to remember as the game progresses, and as we get to know each other, get to know these teams. Vibe Gaming, a team I'm not really familiar with, but of course I'm going to be watching to see how they're going to be playing, how they're going to be handling their fights. Vanguard Esports as well. They seem to be enjoying some loot here. They're quite far from the safe zone. Oh, actually, they are in the safe zone. The map is going to be also making it hard for some teams to know where they're going to be holding. But so far, so good. Every team is still surviving. No one has been forced to engage in any early fights. Everyone is just maintaining their compounds, getting as much loot as possible for themselves. And of course, at the end of the day, that is what really matters. Do we have enough loot to continue? Do we have enough loot to start engaging? That's something that's really, and I mean, really, really important, because if you lack on the loot side, you might not be able to have any easy fights happening around you. So places like school, Rozok are really, really crowded. We have Jay's team. I'm guessing he's basically Jay is just Jay. And yeah, because we can see a Super J in the team there. So probably it's his team, and he brought Eric Nezo on board, and that's when they came up with that army. We have with that name. Sorry, you have a solid army, a team we're also quite familiar with. I'm not sure I know all the players, but I can see SARS, Layla, Dykes, SARS, all these players. 4864, all these players from Unsolid Army. I'm going to be seeing how they perform as well, because they're quite close to where we have the players from Jay's team. So if anything happens, if they decide to, anyone does any misfire, probably Jay's team will be able to hear them and engage. There's also another team here right next to where we have Jay's team. So basically everyone landed around Rozok School. You can see how many teams are already here. So fights, of course, probably we're going to be having some fights happening here. I don't know about Super J's team. They're actually changing vehicles right in front of a team, and it seems like the other team doesn't really want to engage. Oh, finally we have some engagement. We can hear some fire towards them, but Rozok is not a no man's land anymore. There is a team there as well. 14th Gaming is also in the building there. They're going to be checking on what is happening. They were left behind here by Jay's team, and they know they have gone towards Rozok. So of course that's something they're going to be on the lookout for. Rozok will be crowded sooner or later. We can also hear some gunfire literally everywhere, trying to get some damage on the players from Jay's team. But nothing is really happening. We're just in the first phase of the zone. The zone has already started moving. Players still have some time to figure out where they're going to be landing, if they want to engage in any fight or not. So I'm really going to be on the lookout to see how people really handle these fights. To be honest, I'm going to be All right. Jay's team so far just moving around. Sorry about that. It's a little bit technical difficulty on my side, but I'm back like I never left. So far, everyone is basically avoiding every single fight as of now. 12 teams still in the game, and not a single team has lost any player so far. Everyone is still a full team. I don't know why Fiery Mock his hands are glowing. Is it like an glitch or his outfit? But it looks so cool anyway. I hope he knows that. And so far, so good. People are still in the game. Everyone still has their teammate around. So if you're watching the game, like I said, please tell me which teams should I be on the lookout for? Which teams are you guys vouching for? Which teams do you think are going to be making it? I can see someone saying their dream team. So I'm going to be on the lookout for Dream Team and see how they're going to be doing. And also, Arab T Esports has been mentioned there as well. So I'm going to be looking at these teams just to see how they're going to be handling the fights all the game next. I'm just honestly, I'm going to try follow as many teams as possible. See how they're going to be performing. I'm going to be placing all my cards on the table, and I'm going to say I vote for the team that wins for game one. I haven't really seen their play and how they're going to be handling the fights. So yes, I'm just going to be keeping it open to any team. Two surprises so far. We're still in the first phase of the zone. You can see no one wants to engage at any point. Everyone wants to be as far away as possible from any fight that is going to be happening. No one wants to be in the middle. People are making the rotations. People are going as far away as possible, because how did Dream Team land all the way here? And we have Devil. Looking at the players from that are right next to them, that is Jay's team. He's looking at them, waiting for them to make a mistake. And of course, if you make a mistake, look at how Devil is looking at them. He's waiting for someone to make a mistake, and he's going to engage, get some knocks there, even a fast if he's able to. His team is now aware that there's a team right there. This might just be a little bit of a gamble here. Are we going to be engaging? If we do, are we going to be winning? Are we going to be losing a couple of players? I mean, they are putting everything on the table right now, because at the end of the day, we need the kill points, we need the placement points. I can have a chicken dinner and just one elimination. I only have 11 points. The person behind me could have 8 points placement and still have 10 eliminations. So you can see where the difference comes in. The zone is about to close in. Places like Jejapool are no longer occupied, and it decides it's going to be a long fairy pier there. I hope we go to the bridge because we need a little bit of some action here tonight. Teams coming from farm. There we have Rio, we have Vibe coming from school, we have a team coming from Rozok, that is 14th gaming. We also have a lot of teams now really are looking to go towards the safe zone. Hush is quite far from everyone, coming from Sevani. And sorry, Hush, this is a scout. Yes, the teammates are actually in Sevani, and Toxic, they're receiving a lot of sprays while he's scouting the area. His teammates are going to be aware that now there is a team right there, they cannot pass that side. I don't know the last time I saw this kind of rotation. Most people have been avoiding it. They don't really send out scouts to go and do the scouting, come tell us where people are. But for Hash Esports, that seems to be something they want to be working out for them. 14th gaming, on the other hand, passing by, they're going towards the safe zone. What they do not know that there's a team right in front of them, right by the bridge, and they might just be victims like Hash Esports. So yes, we need to see how this is going to be happening. 14th gaming player Nando, I hope it's Nando. Wow. I really hope it's Nando. But yeah, he's also scouting the place there. He might just be going where we have a team, and he's gonna be forced to engage the players that don't really know that he's already there. The team is on the other side. His teammates are here, and they need to be on a lot. They're going to be trying to get some knocks on that side. But for now, 14th gaming is just going to be holding the same compound for some time. Again, no one has lost a single player. Everyone is camping this out. Everyone is taking their time. I mean, money on the line. You need to make sure you make it to where the money is, because you cannot play all this time and get nothing from the game. That's going to be a really I'm not saying a really disappointing time, but it's going to take a lot on you to feel that you've lost a game where you could have gotten something from it. We have the Vanguard Esports. I can see Monkey, beautiful lady, just doing the scouting as well. They're going towards another team that is right in front of them. Probably we're going to be seeing some engaging depending on what the team decides to do. They're going to either engage in this fight or not. For now, everyone is literally avoiding every single fight. Ling Ling, the name I said, he needs to explain why he called himself Vibe Ling Ling. What are we vibing to the Ling Lings for? What's that? We need to know what that means. But we have their vibe. Oh, he doesn't have a vibe to his name, but not really a vibe, but something attached to his vibe. But yeah, vibe. They're trying to get some sprays towards the players that are right next to him, and you can see what is happening. So everyone is doing the same tactic. Oh, let me put it off. Mm, 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 mm. Mm-hmm. All good. Okay. So far, as you can see, everyone is basically avoiding these fights as much as they can. They engage and then they go as far away from them as possible. They try to get some fire towards them, but then nothing really happens. I don't know what is really happening with these teams. They are avoiding these fights. They don't want to engage. Second phase of the zone, we might go to the third phase, and no team will be taken back to lobby. So that's really going to be a really interesting day for this first game. People are not choosing to engage at all. Everyone wants to be as far as possible. Everyone wants to avoid every single fight because everything is on the line right now. Vibe is still at the same place. Looking at the players right next to them, they don't want to engage. They're going to be watching this fight from afar, waiting for someone to make a mistake. So I'm really trying to understand what the strategy is for these teams, how they're looking to handle their fights, how they've decided that this is where we're going to be, and not there for a player like um athlete game next. Let me just call them game next because I'm about to say a name that doesn't make sense to me. But we have here a great might just be getting nades toward him. The players are just trying to get as many nades towards him as possible. The pre-fires are there, and he's going to be waiting it out. You can see his teammates getting a very interesting flank there, doing a very nice rotation on the players that are right next to them. There we have him trying to get as much damage as possible, distracting this team as the rotations are done. But then again, is it going to be working? Is it going to be possible? Nades coming from literally everywhere. The damage is there. No one is getting knocked. A lot of nades literally everywhere. They need to be careful. The damage is in. The nades are actually connecting. You can see what is happening to their team here. They are really having a hard time right now. We had someone in the comment section saying that they are watching for them, and we finally have a push. The first knock in, and that does give them a chance to go in for that second knock again. And his teammate is quite low and he's down. For now, Great is going to be forced to go in for that push. The player there, that is Mando, watching from afar. His teammates are getting knocked one by one. His teammate Storm is down. He needs to get moving because as soon as another nade flies in, you can see it getting cooked up. Might just be a Kobe on his end, but it's going to be a Kobe. Let's go. The nade does come in, but doesn't really go where he is. They are not aware that this man is just outside the warehouse waiting for a chance to go in for that push. They have been able to get the revives, but is it going to be enough? Will this team take them out? Anything can happen in a competitive scene. Duos can take out a squad can take out a solo because he's alone, or quite the other way around. A solo can take out a whole team by himself. So we need to see if that's going to be the case. But for now, the players for Athlete Game Next are actually waiting for a chance to engage against no rivals. Madara and his teammate there might just be retreating, but we know you have to be as good as your name. Madara has a very big name to that title, so he needs to live up to that name, Madara, and do something about his teammates because already two of them have been taken back to lobby. Only two of them are remaining right now, Madara and his teammates 23. So we really, and I mean really, need to see what happens. They are perfect spray for Madara. I mean, live up to your name. Another player does get in for that push. We might just be seeing a second knock on the inside, but nothing really happens. He's going in for that retreat. He's going closer to his teammate. Players are getting closer. He's already sandwiched. Cannot really do anything, but then his teammate, perfect cover fire, does get a knock, almost getting an immediate thrust there, but doesn't really have that happening because he's trying to retreat, trying to get to cover. Madara and his teammates should start moving. The revive is happening. The players from Game Next are getting the revives. They need to start moving ASAP, otherwise they're going to be losing this fight. But then that's not looking as possible. Madara going in for that push. Perfect pre-fire. And the teammates are really trying to catch up right now. They are trying to get the healings happening. And Nate getting cooked up by none other than Madara. I love the name so far, by the way, in case you haven't noticed, but beautiful play there and no rivals. One player takes out two players from the game, and it is GG's to you guys. I mean, perfect play there from no rivals, Madara and his teammates. Madara does live up to his name. That's something, honestly, you need to do, man. If you call yourself the Destroyer, You better be a destroyer, please. Don't call yourself something you're not. If you're a destroyer, be that destroyer. If you are flame, I can see Rio Flame. Put some people on fire in the game. Throw those smallies, cook those guys up. Give us those eliminations just by using your name, Rio Flame. We have a princess. Oh, wow. Like I said, guys, your name has to match your skill, okay? If you're a princess, we're not gonna be arguing with you, okay? If you're a princess, we're gonna let you be. We won't judge your play. Be a princess. Stick to that title, okay? So now, so far, one team has already been eliminated. 11 teams are remaining right now. The zone is about to close in. Third phase of the zone, a lot of damage will start coming from the blue zone. So every single team right now is going to be forced to go in towards the safe zone. Super J, I believe that's J's team. And Super J is surrounded. He's a Super J. So do something, Super J. His teammate Nezo coming in closer as well. The players from Rio Esports right now are going to be forced to try and do something here, trying to get a clutch there on the players from J's team, because there's a team, another team coming in. I believe that is Vanguard Esports joining the party as well. Third party fights are finally going to be a thing in today's first game of the night. And you can see Super J, they're trying to get the flank happening for his team, trying to go as far as possible, because as soon as the players from Vanguard Esports start third party in these fights, they're going to be having it rough, to be honest. They're going to be having a really hard time here as they try to get a push happening on the players from Rio Esports. Super J going for it, does get the damage. He's quite damaged. His teammate as well is feeling the pressure. Rio Esports getting the nades towards him, looking for a Kobe, doesn't really get it yet, but another nade is getting hooked up by Phoenix. But will it be a Kobe? People are literally everywhere. Jay's team needs to figure out how are we going to survive. These people are literally everywhere right now. We need to start moving. We need to start figuring out how we're gonna change our position. Super J, they're trying to smoke out the place here, changing their place, where they're holding might just be the best thing for them. The zone will start closing in. They're just by the ridge. They need to start moving, but where will they go? Because right now, Vanguard Esports, even though they are distracted by the players from Rio Esports, it is easy for them to look at Rio and see them coming and see Super J as well coming, because they are the only team that is safe right now. So for Rio Esports, for Super J, J's team right now, they need to start moving towards where we have the players from Vanguard Esports. Fourth phase of the zone, the damage, of course, is there. The teams that need to start strategizing. 11 teams in the game. That zone might just be too small for 11 teams to hold it. And just like we heard it, third parties will start coming in. Dream Team does get a knock there on the player from Jay's team. Nezo is back to lobby. Vanguard just watching from afar, waiting on Rio Esports. Now this is what I was waiting for, where you have to use all your brain, everything that you have with you, to get and figure out where you need to be before you are third party, before you are unable to make it to the safe zone. Vanguard Esports, we have a lot of the players there from Vanguard really split out. They're not really that close to each other, so as soon as you get knocked, that revive might not be happening because of how split they are right now. But we're not going to judge how they're really split up, because it might actually work out depending on how they decide to make the rotations, depending on how they decide to move as a team. But so far, so good. They are actually holding it down, although one of their teammate artists is back to lobby. Rio Esports. Alt. I hope you say it that way, man. You know, I'm going to stop laughing at Priest when I tell him he can't say Kenyan team names, man. I'm really sorry about that, forgive me for that. But when you look at what is happening right now, the 11 teams are still in the game. No one is going back to lobby. He tries to cook up someone, but then it seems like he's making his own meal by himself, and no one is able to go for that push yet, because the zone is about to become a little bit intense now. They're not in the safe zone. Rio needs to start moving. Jay's team has been taken back to lobby. Finally, another team does go back to lobby. Now we can see the fights here. Teams are losing players one by one. Dream Team as well. Lazy has been taken back to lobby. Hashi Sports is down. The players of Dream Team coming for that push. No rivals. Trying to get the revive. Oh, 023 does get the knock on Dream Team. I mean, let's get it. Dream Team player there. Evil, or is it Devil? Sorry. will be forced to go towards his teammate. So far, Madara is almost getting revived by his teammate at 23. He was able to get that knock. They're finally up, and we have Devil. They're trying to go for that push. His teammate Storm is still down, and he's going to be forced to go in for that push. A lot of players trying to get the space towards them. The damage is in. 23 going in for that push. He's down. Beautiful knock there by Devil. And now Madara, you have to live up to your name, and it is GG's. The Devil just stepped in, and it is good job to you guys, and GG's to the players from NR, the rivals. No rivals. RFT Esports trying to get the revives there. We have a team there just holding skills by Kuchinki. They can easily see every single team. Vanguard, third party in the fights, getting knocked on the players there. We have Devil getting knocked. He's not going to be able to get the revive happening. But you can see what's really going on now. Everyone is ready to go in for that push. Everyone wants to get as many points as possible. Kill points do matter. 14th game in right by the hill. They're trying to get the sprays on until the army doesn't really get anything happening there. Does try to get the damage, but on his side, he's getting damage, and he needs to start moving as well because everyone can see his head. He needs to start moving a little bit back there just to be on the safe side, just to avoid exposing himself here. The players from Vanguard, they seem to be taking on Dream Team as well. Teams right now, third party in fights. Rio Esports also making it to the safe zone. Just look at what is happening. People are now closing in. Rio Esports does taking on the shot that we had. The players, that is Madara, no rivals holding. The zone is closing in now, guys. They need to start moving. People are not going to make it to the safe zone just by the damage. It's going to be really, really hard. RFT Esports right in front of Rio Esports. What will be their strategy? Will they be engaging, or will they be looking to make it to the safe zone? Dream Team having just one player remaining. Devil, he also needs to start moving into the safe zone. 7 teams remaining. People have been dropped down like flies. That's really interesting. I didn't really expect that to happen really, really fast. But we have the players from Rio Esports now looking at the teams as they're trying to make it to the safe zone. For him right now, it's going to be exposed. The Dream Team player, Devil, might not make it to the safe zone. And it is GG's. The zone does enjoy that last kill on the player from Dream Team. Teams are now making it so hard for every other team to make it to the safe zone. Rio Esports as well having a hard time trying to survive. The teammate, they are trying to get as much cover fire as possible. Actually, it's not even the players from Rio. We have teams, a third party in this fight. What team is that? I believe that's Arab team. Let's go. Nah, beautiful nades there. We have the players from RFT Esports holding it here. They have been pushed there. We have a couple of knocks on their side. One of the players is watching from afar, trying to get the cover fire on their teammate, but they're already down. It's a little bit too late to get that happening. But we have just 4 teams remaining: RFT Esports and Tulid Army. I hope that is not the crazy weirdos. I believe that's I think that's them. I haven't seen them play really engaging that much. And also for 14th gaming, they have just one player remaining right now. And Solid Army being a full team might just be having a really good odds here. They are holding the cards right now. They have 4 players in the game as well as the players from Arab teams, but they are a full team. If they lose to a solo, imagine 14th gaming player waiting for people to take each other out and now coming in and engaging in the fight a little bit later, but that's not really the case. He's going in for that push. The player there from Solid Army going in for that push again. That's why the P5, the players from Solid Army really surrounding 14th gaming. That's get the first knock of the SLK, and he's now up to Drax going for that push. He's trying to get something happening, and GG's second knock. 14th gaming might just be taking on the players from Solid Army, but that's not really the case anymore. Almost wiping out the team by himself, and now the player from Solid Army will be going towards the safe zone. It is getting intense. I love the pressure right now. I like the strain when you try to get your chicken dinner up. Beautiful play there from 14th game, and you have just 2 teams remaining right now: Arab T Esports and Unsullied Army. The players are from Crazy Weirdos unfortunately did not make it to the safe zone. You can see how their crates are lined there. They were quite late making the rotations, and that of course did cost them. And now Arab T Esports are watching the players from Unsullied Army as they get the revives. Perfect spray there with the 4 scope on the M4. Doesn't really get any knock yet, but he's gonna try to get a spray again. Perfect spray. We have a first knock in. Sars is down, and Solid Army is going to force to get either the revive or move to the safe zone. For the players from RFT Esports, they are safe. I saw someone saying that they're placing their cards on RFT Esports, and yes, it is making sense right now. RFT Esports surviving 14 eliminations in the bag. They still have a full team in the game. We have a row isn't stopping. She is praying continuously without what? they're spraying without stopping at all. And we have now the players from Arab Sports closing in. The nades are there. People are getting COVID one by one. And it is GG's perfect grenades. And we love to say it as it is. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Good stuff there from the players from Arab Esports. We love to see it. I mean, we needed to see that. Anyway, big up to you guys. Winner chicken dinner. Sorry for saying what I said. I know I said something wrong, but I really apologize for that. But winner chicken dinner to Arab Esports for that beautiful played game. Well deserved chicken dinner. The strategy did pay out, that's for sure. They took their time. They did not engage that much. All of the players were actually quite patient. They waited for the right time. And then when it was right, the third party, the fight, and they got their chicken dinner. So big up to you guys. We have, oh, now I can see it's a Rodo. Awesome. 8 eliminations, a damage of 964. 1v1. 2 eliminations, a damage of 254. Creed, 4 eliminations. It just lost me there. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. But looking at the match summary, 41 eliminations in total, 40 knockouts, healings of 6,761, 3 grenade eliminations, 27 assists, and 3 vehicle eliminations from the whole game. I mean, you can see what happened. 41 eliminations, 40 knockouts. That does balance out a lot of things. The healings on that game by itself. Some teams had to stay in the blue zone for quite a long time, and that of course did cost them. They had a lot of damage on their side. They had to try heal up. Some of them did not make it to the zone because of how damaging it was. But anyway, guys, that was a well played game. Big up to the team that is Arab Esports for getting the winner chicken dinner head to head. Arab 2,078 damage, and Solid Army 877, 12 knocks on Arab and 2 knocks on Unsullied Army, 17 eliminations for Arab and 6 eliminations for Unsullied Army. Survival time 26 minutes and 3 seconds for Arab Esports, 26 seconds for Unsullied Army. Total points for Arab Esports 27, and for Unsullied Army 12. And we're just in the first game, okay? 27 total points from just the first game. I mean, that's really high. I don't know about you, but that's really high. We have there the MVP as none other than Arodo, getting 8 eliminations, a damage of 964, 3 assists, a survival time of 26 minutes and 3 seconds, 6 knocks, and 195 healing. GG's to you. That is RT Esports player Arodo 11k. Nice play from you. We have now the top players. Arab Arodo 8 eliminations, a damage of 964, and R23 5 eliminations, a damage of 716. Creed 4 eliminations, a damage of 664. Dream Team player Devil 5 eliminations, a damage of 420, and that is 14th gaming player Way with 1 elimination, a damage of 774. He actually had the highest damage compared to Creed and Devil, so that explains why he's amongst the top players. So match ranking, we have the Arab Esports getting 1 eliminations in getting position 1, 17 eliminations, 10 placement points, and total points are 27. First game, 27 points in. Someone needs to close that gap, otherwise it's going to be GG's to you guys. And Solid Army 12, 14th game in 7, Dream Team 6, No Rivals and Crazy Weirdos tied at 5, Vanguard Rio Esports tied at 4, Earthly game next, 2 Vibe Gaming 1, and then Harsh Esports with Jay's team getting 0 points from that game. Well, I believe that is it for game 1, guys. It has been really interesting, but I've really enjoyed that game. We'll be going to game 2 in a few, but for now, guys, I believe it's BRB.
back is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Oh, from Israel, now on the body, Israelis move that, now the Warmison, Devil, against Hyper, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds him, shots him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in through, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
Monstrous. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down.
All right, guys, we're officially back again. Second game of the night. I mean, first game was interesting. Wrangle, I didn't even expect it. But anyway, guys, we are finally live, and it is the second game. It is Miramar, land of. I only say it. It's pure dust. Either you see it in the game, or or just somewhere else in life. But anyway, it is the map of Miramar, very big map where we're going to be expecting a lot of late fights, not even early fights, depending on where people land, because most people tend to land in these big spots in Miramar. People going to Los Leones, El Pozo, Pecado, San Martin. We usually have a lot of common landing spots for people in Miramar, but we're going to be seeing if that's going to be the case. Looking at the flight, but they're coming from the southeastern side all the way to the northwestern side of Miramar. We cannot see people going towards Los Leones yet, but we have Vanguard going all the way to Patron. That's really, but really far out. And if the zone decides it's not going to be there, they're going to be having a lot of movement from that place all the way to the Saison. But Patrona, for now, they are the only teams that the team that has landed there. Los Leones is going to be a little bit crowded. We have a couple of teams going towards that side as well. Looking at Picado, places like Monte Nuevo, El Pozo, these are common places where I expect people to land together, we expect to see a lot of fights happening, because as soon as people land in Miramar, there's just something about the early fight that everyone loves. And if the early fights do not happen, we'll wait till at least the fourth, fifth zone. That's when we're going to be seeing any fights happening. And the safe zone decides, everyone goes to their own land, and I'll be going to Impala and places like Mina General, Shark Stop, El Azhar, and you guys can land as far as you want in the game. Players from Vanguard are going to be moving from Patrona, but it's not that far to the safe zone. But people that have gone all the way to El Pozo on the northern side of Miramar are going to be forced to come towards the safe zone. So that's a very, very, very long rotation for these teams, and they're going to be waiting to see how they take on this fight. But so far, Vibe Gaming seems to be closer to a team right now. Vibe Blessing just trying to get as much loot as possible. I hope the Blessings follow him in this game and they get a chicken dinner. But a very interesting chicken dinner came from the players from RFT when they got their winner chicken dinner. For players like Unsolid Army, I hope they keep on the same push for the game. I hope they're going for those chicken dinners. Just the same rotations they did the first game, only that this time round they win the last fight. They almost lost all their players to an individual. He had just but a shotgun, okay? One shotgun could have destroyed a whole team. The 14th gaming player had an S12K, took out two players, the S12K. So that was really, really impressive, to be honest. So wherever you are, big up to you. I hope your teammates got you a bottle of water for all that effort you did there, because that was really impressive. And if he had at least one more player on his side from their team, then probably the game would have been a little bit different, and maybe would have taken on the players from Mansulid Army. So they have to redeem themselves now in the second game. We have today we are watching 4 games. This is game 2. We have 2 more games to go, and then I believe that's when you guys will be split and the people who qualify will be moving. So please, players, put on your best foot forward. Rio Esports right now might just be waiting for a chance to engage if they do get it, and they seem to be going far away. Princess is still in the game. He's still enjoying the game. I mean, I said play like your name. So as you're watching the live, guys, make sure you're liking, make sure you share the live link, and you've subscribed to 1080 Play Gaming YouTube channel so that you can continue enjoying the NPL games live on your screens or whatever you're watching your live from, and you can enjoy as much action as possible. Rio Esports are still trying to make it to a different location, just to be as far away as possible from any team, because engaging in any early fights will actually cost them a lot, and I mean a lot of points. You have the dream team player there, Devil, as well, did outshine his teammates there, did get a good amount of fights in, a good amount of eliminations in, but unfortunately the safe zone was just not his friend, and he was taken back to lobby, and that did disadvantage him, and of course that did cost him at the end of the day. Let's just look at what is happening. We still have every single team in the game. People are going to be forced to take on unexpected fights. Even being honest, you need the skill points, guys. You need the kill points, you need the placement points. You need to do as much as you can to get as many points as possible for your team. You also have Jay's team there. In the first game, they were quite disadvantaged. They were in the wrong place at the wrong time. They would have engaged in the fight, but they got third partied, and of course that disadvantaged them. They couldn't really figure out where to go anymore, and it made them go back to lobby with 0 points. So I believe that's something they should be looking out to see they change. We have 14th game in here. Last game their teammate also did a really good job. I mean, I have to compare how our team did last game and how they're going to be doing the second game, because at the end of the day, that is what is going to determine how you guys are going to be engaging in fights. Usually Miramar, people they land together in the big places, Los Leones, Montenuevo, Picado. They land together and the fights start early as the first zone. But then for this game, that is not the case. People are just everywhere. No one wants to engage at all. Everyone wants to make their rotations. They want to be as fast as possible from everyone else. So yeah, well, that's something else. But I'm gonna take a quick look. I can see in the comment section there, I told you have to give your team all the psych they need, and the people who came in and said RFT Sports is gonna win, they actually did that. They got the chicken dinner, and now You see, for now I can see someone Hash. They don't want Hash to get that chicken. Well, sometimes you say that, and now Hash is the one getting the chicken. So that's really, really interesting. But you know what? It is going to be as it is, and it is what it is. For now, we are just in game two. Miramar Dream Team there are just moving around as well, holding the same place. They're going to be having a really interesting night, and of course, we need to make sure you guys match your skill. I can see someone being called lazy, and lazy people always survive because they never make the rotations, they never go in for that push, they never want to engage, and they just wait for the last zone fight and they get their chicken dinner. So that's a very perfect name, by the way. We have the no rivals, Madara and 23 had the best duo combination, to be honest, in the first game there. I mean, 23 was getting a knock, Madara is getting a knock, 23 covering Madara getting knocked, 23 doing that thing, but then the devil came in from Dream Team, took them out. It was really unfortunate for them, but then the combination for these two players, Madara and 23, is just perfect. But then we have Liquid Metal and the teammate there, Tech. Huh? What does tech mean? You know? If I say what tech means in Kenya, it will change how you guys see him. But it's not really a bad name. But I need to know. But no rivals there really did a good job. Rio Esports as well really tried their best to survive throughout the game. Didn't really happen. So I'm hoping the second game there, they have some sort of plan for their game. They have a team right next to them as well. So they need to be careful. They do not get forced to engage in that fight too early in the game. Rio Esports player Ulti. Honestly, how am I supposed to say this name? But there's a player right next to him. That's Dream Team player Lazy. Does, of course, watch him passing by. Doesn't really engage. We can hear the fire there. Does try to get some damage on the vehicle, but really no damage on the player from Rise Esports. And he's going to be lucky this time. He's going to be able to retreat and go as far away from this any engagement as possible. Lazy does get a knock on Princess. Oh, and Princess is in lobby. Rest, princess. Rest a little bit. Rest. Someone said I'm gonna get fried. Please don't fry me, okay? But we have the zone now closing in. Teams are going to be going towards the safe zone, and of course Rio, Vibe, Dream Team, Hush, all these teams are not in the safe zone. They need to start moving. No rivals as well are going towards the safe zone. Los Leons is no longer going to be a safe place to be in, and of course making it to the safe zone should be their first priority. Dream Team players are looking to go towards the safe zone as well. San Martin is no longer a safe place to be. Sad looks like a very young person, probably is the photo, but 14th gaming player Cash as well. They're choosing they're looking to go to a very safe place in the game. They have teams surrounding them from everywhere, so yes, they need to get a scouts are moving around just to be able to get a safe place to hold. We have the 14th gaming player Nando waiting, engage probably waiting to see if he can engage from here, maybe third party any fights. But as of now, holding these high grounds, usually for Miramar, high grounds do make sense, but not all the time that they do make sense. Sometimes it's just not really giving it, and you end up losing a fight because you don't understand how to use the high grounds. There we have Hush Esports player Hush Huck. I don't I don't know how to say his name, but we have a team. They're losing players to the zone, and we are going to be seeing an encounter here between the players from 14th Gaming and Harsh Esports. It is going to be time where we are going to be seeing is Harsh Esports going to be going to lobby. Like someone said, they don't think that they're going to be getting a chicken dinner, but it's time for them to prove this person wrong by going in for that push against the players from 14th Gaming and taking them all the way back to lobby. That's what really matters. They need to get their chicken. Players from 14th Gaming getting third party. You can see the damage there on Cash. He is getting a lot of damage on his end, and Harsh taking advantage of this time to get closer. That's trying to cook up a nade. Way is also cooking up a nade. Is it going to be a Kobe on the other side? The nade is coming right to his face, and we two players down. And of course, 14th game is going to go in for that push. They're going to be facing the player from Harsh who's going to be cooking up another nade. The two players, the same name, are going to confuse me, but you know what? It's totally okay. Players are coming in from 14th game, and another nade is getting cooked up. Is it going to be a Kobe again on the players from Harsh Esports? Changes his position and does get an advantage there. Does see the players there, but unfortunately for him, they go inside 14th game in perfect earphones. They are aware that he's right there. The prefast, the DBS, waiting for this guy. Just one man remaining from Harsh Esports. I mean, whoever jinked Harsh Esports, my lord. May you seek redemption. Hash Esports went back to lobby as the first team. Let me look at that name. Honest, my day. What? Even Rich said, no, is it Nietzsche? He said, oh my days. Y'all are evil, man. May redemption find you and may you seek it. Hey, they didn't even last. 12 teams in the game. One has gone back to lobby. We are now down to 11. Nah. Ooh, no way, no way, no way. Nah, I don't know what to say, man, but that's really really crazy. But we have 11 teams now remaining. 14th gaming having taken on the players from Hash Esports are now looking to take on another team. There we have Rio Esports passing by there with the vehicles. Alt has been spotted there, of course. Doesn't want to engage at all. Nando just watching this game from afar. That's going to spray in. Perfect. That spray is beautiful, but doesn't really get any damage there on the players from Rio Esports as they try make it to the safe zone. Our 14th player Nando is really waiting for a chance here. He's quite far from his teammates as well, so he needs to start moving and make it to the safe zone. Arab T Esports will be looking to make it to the safe zone as well. One of the teammates has been taken back to lobby. Vibe Gaming holding a compound. They are taking a slow game for the players from 14th Gaming. They seem to be doing quite the opposite there. They have an aggressive gameplay. They're not really playing any passive game anymore, and they're going to be probably going in for those kill points. To be honest, they need as many kill points as possible. But for now, Vibe are just taking their time. Kenny is in lobby. Vibe Ling Ling, Vibe and Blessing. I'm still confused. How is Ling Ling and Blessing in the same like team? But anyway, we have a lot happening there. We have Vibe Gaming waiting. They don't want to move at all. Every single team right now is a little bit patient. In a few seconds, they're going to the third phase of the zone. Of course, the damage is going to start getting a little bit high because this is Miramar. It is a big map. By the time you move from one place to the other, the zone will damage you. A good amount of damage will be on your side. And yes, the zone is closing in. We still have Impala in the safe zone. For that side, we have the Alti. I can't say that name. It's so hard. I need to be told how it's pronounced. But Impala is no longer safe. So Vanguard right now needs to start moving together with the team that is right next to them. There we have Mina General being a safe place. Graveyard is also a safe place. Truck Stop is no longer a safe zone. El Azhar is not a safe zone. Hacienda Del Patron is not a safe zone anymore. So everyone right now is going to be forced to go towards La Benita, Mina General, Graveyard, just to make sure they are in the safest of the safest place in this game. We are going to I mean, we need to see people making the right calls. We have been losing fights to zones. People seeing they're not really taking their time. So that's something we need to see changing. If it's pushing, let's push. If it's not pushing, let's hold. But not playing 50-50. Two of us, let's push, let's come back. Nah, you'll push and you won't come back. Okay. You'll push and you won't come back. Vanguard Esports now moving from Impala, trying to make it to the safe zone as well because the zone is about to move and they're going to be damaged because the damage on the blue zone in Miramar tends to be quite high as it starts moving. They have a team passing by them there. You can see, I think that is no rivals, and the Vanguard Esports player here, Monkey, has decided to stay a little bit longer just to wait for the players from no rivals to make it to the safe zone. Even if they go ahead of them, I think she doesn't want to be a part of that early fight. 11 teams still in the game. The game is still fresh. Only one team has been eliminated, that is Harsh. But yeah, but Harsh. Unfortunately, I don't know. I'm really, I mean, heartbroken for them now because I'm really shocked, by the way. But you know what? They can surprise us in the next game. Anything can happen. Dream Team, they're spotting the players from Vibe, waiting for them. Of course, Devil has been spotted. You can see what Blessing is doing. They're scoping on a Devil's side. And his teammate there, Sad, Lazy, and Stormhold in the same compound. These two teams are in the safe zone right across each other. So yes, they're going to be waiting for the chance to engage. I mean, yes, it is what it is. Fights need to happen. At the end of the day, you need your kill points. Arab T Esports getting closer to a team. We can hear the S12K is finally getting to play. I mean, I love an S12K day. S12K, DBS, S1, we love to see all of them. No rivals are getting some damage on the 1v1 players. They're tech watching this as well, trying to get some sprays towards the players from RFT Esports. Remember, RFT did get a chicken dinner in the first game. Are they looking to get another chicken dinner? They are a little bit confident. You can see how they want to take their time. They want to know how they're going to go for that push on the players from no rivals. So yes, it is a little bit interesting. We want to know how they're going to be taking on those fight for Vibe and the Dream Team as well, waiting on each other. We are seeing, oh, what is happening? Vibe is actually engaging. They're taking on the players there. They're taking on a team that is right next to them. I think that's a crazy weirdos right next to them. One of the players has been taken back to lobby. Another is down. They are basically sandwiched right now. The vehicle can no longer move. K has been taken back to lobby. Dream Team is taking on these players from crazy weirdos down one by one. They were passing by with vehicles. The vehicle got destroyed. They got knocked and they were taken back to lobby immediately. The two last players remaining have decided to retreat and not engage in this fight at all. Vibe Gaming still holding the same compound. 11 teams are still in the game. People waiting for that chance to, engage. And if you're watching the live there, guys, in the comment section, I have seen the fast prediction make sense. Okay, I saw RFT Esports. I see someone saying on Hush. Now, in this second game, which team is going to be giving us the winner chicken dinner when it comes to the second game of the night? And Solid Army player there starts trying to make it to the safe zone from the track stop, really not that far from the safe zone, so they can make that rotation. They have some time to do that. But so far, only one team is in lobby, guys. I don't know why people are waiting towards the fifth phase to start engaging. At the end of the day, you're still 11. You understand? But yes, first game, same scenario. Fifth phase of the zone, we lost at least 4 teams immediately. The zone closed. So of course, you're going to be seeing the same thing happen here in Miramar. 4 and Solid Army, they almost had the chicken dinner. They're looking to do the same thing. We can hear the fire. We can hear the shots. RFT Esports finally engaging, and Solid Army lost their chicken dinner because of RFT Esports. They have spotted one of the players that's to get out of the vehicle, and it is an immediate knock there. Of course, it's going to be a thirst. RFT Esports is now facing the wrath of Solid Army. Initially, they took on the chicken dinner from them, and now the tables have a turn. Now it is RFT Esports losing their fight there to Solid Army. Another team does join the party, and we have SARS trying to steal that kill. Does get it. Let's go. We need to see more of this. The players are now third party in the fight, trying to get as many kill points as possible. The players from 14th Gaming getting the knocks there, but they're not really being able to thirst them because Solid Army is watching these fights from afar. RFT Esports still in the compound. As a dashboard, one of the players again from RFT, waiting for that chance. We remember that Rodo has a really good spray, and they need to be careful about this guy's spray. Otherwise, it's going to be really. And I'm being honest. If they don't get this guy now, he might just be Solid Army's downfall. But we have their SARS trying to make the rotations. The zone is about to close in, and they need to start moving. The damage will be quite high. They are quite far from the safe zone. The rotation they're making is going to expose them to teams, and we have players that are trying to get sprays there on them. No rivals as well getting pushed there. Perfect spray. Liquid Metal does get a knock there, and it's going for that push again. Jay's team having a hard time, and it is J's 2J and his teammate. We have now 10 teams remaining. That means that Jay's team again does go home with just 0 eliminations. Vibe as well, losing the players there one by one. We have the players from no rivals getting a revive. Vibe now closing in, going in for that push. The team is quite low, and we have the players from no rivals getting the fast knock. We might see the second knock there. Perfect spray from Liquid Metal, but then the player there from RFT, but then no rivals does get knocked there. A lot is happening, of course. Everyone is getting pushed. You have seen there no rivals having a really hard time. Vibe is not letting anyone take that. Vanguard is also third party in that fight, so people are basically surrounding each other right now. No rivals. Again, the last 2 players, Murderer and 23, they are the last 2 players remaining from their team. We are seeing this for the second time. We saw this in the first game. They took out a team by themselves. Coordination. Murderer and 23 might just be doing it again. The vehicle does get the damage on 23. But are they going to be able to take on the players from Vanguard by themselves? Monkey and his teammate and her teammates, sorry, trying to get the revives. They already two of their teammates were knocked. One of them has been revived. They're trying to get the healing happening. They are 23, trying to get as much meds as possible, trying to get the utilities in, trying to get the nades, the mollies. Are they going to be taking on the players from Vanguard? We have Cole there cooking up a nade. Is going to be a Kobe. The nade looks to perfection, but then he stops. Why? The players from No Rivals now are going to be trying to do the same thing they did in Erangel, take out a team by themselves, just but a power duo that is 23 and Murderer. And you can see how serious 23 is. I mean, that does make sense. That does make sense. You can see how serious he looks there. But guys, make sure you're liking the live. Make sure your likes match the people watching the live. Make sure you have hit that sub button because you have been brought these games live to your screens with very, very good quality, if I may insist. We have a No Rivals player there trying to smoke out the place there, trying to be as safe as possible. I can see the comment section saying and you can see what is happening there. For they're saying that 14th is going to win or Dream Team. Let's take your word for it. We have Rio Esports there, might be looking to take on the fight there. They have a team right next to them. Murderer is down. That means they are getting that much damage. You see the game, No Rivals compute trying to get for that damage. Doesn't really get the knock in, but look at the damage. 1v1 is quite low. The zone might just be the thing that stopped them from getting the chicken dinner, but then luckily for him, he does make it to the safe zone. The players there from the crazy weirdos can see this player making it to the safe zone, but they're not really engaging. They're letting him make it to the safe zone. 14th game in as well, going for that push on the players from the crazy weirdos. Teams are now being taken out one by one. Teams are now losing the fights one by one. So question is, which team is going to be getting the winner chicken dinner? We are just in the second game, and you can see what is happening. A lot of teams are now losing the fight. 6 teams remaining. Look at the nades. They are 14th gaming, getting the nades on Unsullied Army. Of course, they're going to be trying to get the space there as well. But then the nades, of course, are connecting. Kesh looking for a chance to engage, looking for any, and I mean literally any chance to engage and get as much knocks as possible on that side. The nades are unbelievable. Back to back nades. Everywhere you look, there is a nade. Everywhere you try to move, there is a nade. But they seem to have lost all their nades. I feel like I should tell Way to just use this zip line. It feels so nice to see there. Like I need him to tap it and move, because you need it. I don't know why, it just makes sense to me. Like, of course, some trouble, man. Use the zip line and no one takes you back to lobby. That will be trouble, But anyway, we have the player from Arab to Esports going into that push on Vanguard. Does get the damage, but then 1v1 quite low. They did not think through that push, and it is GG's. They didn't even get off the vehicle to engage. And Arab T Esports have lost their chicken dinner. They got the first game, but then second game seems not to be theirs. 14th game is still in the game. And Solid Army still in the game as well. 5 teams are remaining. You can see what is happening. People are now getting to finally engage. Use the zip line for fun. Anyway, it's fine. I'm just like that, in the game. If it were me, I just do it for the sake of annoying people. But 14th gaming. And Solid Army going in for that push on the players from Vanguard. The nades are in. SARS does get damaged. The players there from Crazy Weirdos have been taken back to lobby. The nades are no longer connecting. And now it is time for Solid Army to cook up those nades. Monkey right beneath them. And we have a call with their Layla. Does get Monkey, and it is gonna be GG's. Let's go now. And Solid Army feeling confident. The first knock in, and now they can go in for that push, but they have to be careful. There's a DBS holder waiting for a chance. You have to be careful. That DBS might just dislocate your forehead, guys. You have to be really, and I mean really careful, because if you're going for that push, you're going to be having a very, very hard GG's for your team. Layla being down, you can see there a Boogie watching this fight, and Solid Army players trying to go in for that push. Boogie doesn't really want to engage. He's waiting for someone to make a mistake, and then he's going to be engaging in that fight. 14th Gaming still in the building. We might just be seeing another prediction by the viewers being correct that 14th Gaming will be the team that gets a winner chicken dinner. And Sulidami in the game, Dream Team as well was mentioned, but then two players are still down. Devil has been carrying this team on his back, and now it's time for him to do it again, trying to get the nades there on the players that are right next to him. That is 14th Gaming. Two teams we have been told they might just get the chicken dinner, and you can see Side is down, and now the Devil and Lazy will be forced to get on that clutch happening. We have the prefairs there with the DBS. Nah, Devil, let's go. That's the prefairs again. That's going for the FPP, and he's getting a little bit serious. You can see what's happening. There is a player from 14th Gaming behind him. He's sandwiching the DBS. That's get the damage, but then unfortunately it is GG's to you, Dream Team, and good stuff there to the 14th Gaming team. We have now just two teams remaining, and Solid Army and 14th Gaming. Second time in a row, and Solid Army does make it to the last fight, where it is the battle for the chicken dinner. But are they going to be getting the chicken dinner? The zone quite damaging there, and we have the player trying to make it to the safe zone as well, does get to make it on time. But I mean, and Solid Army, they have every chance of getting a chicken dinner. This is the second time, okay? And that I saw Jesse there. Jesse, why are you sleeping? What? Anyway, nades now flying in, and Solid Army trying to get the damage on 14th Gaming. They have three players in the game, but for 14th Gaming, they have just the four players in the game. The damage on 4864 is quite high, and the first knock is in. 14th Gaming player is down. He needs to get some healing happening, otherwise that might not be the best call to go in for that push. Has no nades, has no mollies, and the player from 14th Gaming is down. And nade is getting cooked up, and now it is time for that push to happen. The pre-fires are in. He's feeling good about this push. Doesn't really get anything happening, doesn't really get a knock, but the damage is in. 4864 going in for that push. Let's go. He sees the player that is knocked, gets the task happening, and now Layla and the teammates are going in for that push. Layla with the DBS. Nah, give us something good. Give us something to talk about. 14th Gaming holding the upper hand here. They are the topmost place in this yard right now. They can see the players from Army. They are trying to get the damage. They need to start moving. They need to go towards the Solid Army. And one player is down, and that means that Solid Army is having a hard time right now. 14th Gaming taking on one by one. DPS does miss the first shot, and Solid Army does get another knock in. One player remains for the 14th Gaming. It is now 1v1, and Solid Army, one player remains, and one player remains for 14th Gaming. He is surviving. The push is happening. The pre-fire is there. Doesn't get anything happening, and it is GG's. I mean, we need to breathe and talk about that. And Solid Army, why? Explain why. But then beautiful prediction again from the comment section. 14th Gaming, they get their winner chicken dinner. They were right, and we have them winning this game. We love to see it. I mean, I don't know. Anyway, we love to see it. We can see the team starts there. We have Nando. Nando's chicken or what? 4 eliminations and a damage of 932, 3 eliminations for Kesh, and a damage of 297, 224k, 7 eliminations, a damage of 991. Match summary: 41 eliminations, 44 knockouts, total healings of 5,961, 0k eliminations, 19 assists, and 3 grenade eliminations. Good stuff there. We have seen a good amount of knockouts. We understand why it is quite high there compared to the number of eliminations, because of how that fight has been taken. I mean, good stuff to you guys. That's really good there. We can look at the head-to-head there. 14th Gaming and Solid Army. 14th Gaming, 2,929 damage, 1,124 damage for Solid Army, 17 knocks on 14th, and 6 knocks on Solid Army, 18 eliminations on 14th, and 6 eliminations on Solid Army, 28 total points for 14th Gaming, and 12 total points for Solid Army. I mean, that last fight, how much broken, man. But we have the MVP there, 24k from 14th Gaming, 7 eliminations, 991 damage, 0 assists, 248 healings, 4 knocks, and a survival time of 28 minutes and 19 seconds. Good stuff to you, 24k, for getting the chicken, not really the chicken for your team, but also getting the MVP for your team there. The last fight was actually worth it. Getting the last player from Unsolid Army did make sense. Big up to you, and big up as well to your team for getting the winner chicken dinner. Top players for match 2, we have 24k with 7 eliminations, a damage of 991. Nando, 4 eliminations, a damage of 932. Wei, 4 eliminations, a damage of 709. Layla, 3 eliminations, a damage of 583. And 1v1, 3 eliminations, a damage of 442. Good stuff again to the top players for match 2. You guys deserved it. That was a well played game on your side. So GG's again, well played. Looking at the total rankings for this game, 14th Gaming getting 18 total eliminations with 10 placement points for a total point of 28. Big stuff, good stuff there. Until Dami 12, Dream Team 9, Vanguard 7, Arab T, Esports as well. I seem to have opened that thing, sorry. No Rivals 5, Crazy Weirdos 3, Atli Game Next 2, Vibe Gaming 1, Rio Esports 1, Harsh Esports 0, and Jay's team again 0. Looking at the top players there again, we have Arodo, 8 eliminations, a damage of 1094. Wei getting 5 eliminations, a damage of 1483. 24k, 7 eliminations, a damage of 991. Nando, 5 eliminations, a damage of 1239. And we have Devil with 6 eliminations and a damage of 995. Again, good stuff to all the top players for this game, for game 1 and game 2. I mean, that's crazy. But okay, lo and behold, overall standings from match 2, from match 1 and 2 together, we have 14th Gaming getting 35, Arab T 32. The margin is so small, 3 points. Oh my days. Unsolid Army there with 24, Dream Team 15, Vanguard 11, No Rivals 10, Crazy Weirdos 8, Rio Esports 5, at next game, I don't know, 4, Vibe 2, and then Harsh Esports and J at 0 points. I mean, the margin there from position 3 going down, that's really big, guys. Like, there's a lot to be filled. That's really, I mean, it's going to be a little bit shaky, guys. But anyway, guys, I mean, I've had a good time. I don't know about game 3 and 4, but I'll be seeing you guys right after the break.
back without the straws.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From Petersburg, now everybody is minus Luda, now the Womerson, Demo, against Hyper, they need to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds them, shuts them down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
Monstrous. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The back without the straws.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From Petersburg, now everybody is minus Luda, now the Womerson, Demo, against Hyper, they need to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds them, shuts them down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history? Very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down. So S are your champions.
All right, we're officially back again. We're going in to the third game of the night. I mean, for first game, second game, I mean, guys, it's pure comedy. But I need you guys to tell me which team do you think is gonna win game 3. So far, you guys are doing a good job. I have to be honest about that. Like, you're really impressing me on how you're making the right calls on which team is gonna win. So third game, you're going in again, and I want to know which team is going to be getting the chicken dinner and which team is going back to lobby early, because someone in that comment section seems to be having some sort of superpower, and I need to know how and why. But looking at the flight path coming from Nakam all the way to Mongnai, and yes, it is Sunhawk, a very small map. A lot of fights are going to be happening too early in the game. Some teams are going to be going back to lobby again with no points in the bag. I mean, I really feel like I don't want to say soft towards these two teams, but they really need to get their points up. At this point, they don't have enough points at all to be to feel comfortable. They need to start engaging as much as they can. They need to start figuring out how we're going to get as many points as possible, because no, it's not looking good anyway for them. Paradise Resort seems to be only a one team's land, and that is Vibe Gaming. No one has landed there with them, so far so good. They're going to be having a really good time. Looting in Paradise Resort, the loot is going to be very, very healthy for them. 13. How do we have 13? 13 teams. I think someone went to a wrong slot. But yeah, 12 teams again, of course, the same teams in the game. We have seen game one where we had RFT Esports getting the chicken dinner in Erangel, and then we went ahead to game two where it was very interesting in Miramar, where we had two teams almost getting the chicken dinner. I mean, Unsullied Army, to be honest, almost had that chicken dinner. We all saw that they almost had it, to be honest. All they had to do was, I don't know if it's a little bit of confidence there. He should have stopped reviving and just get that push happening. He didn't really need this teammate to be up to go for that push. The zone was closing in. The blue zone was here getting closer. So I'm not sure what the IGL's prediction on that move was, but telling your teammate to get the revive wasn't really the best call, to be honest. But sometimes it happens. And then we had the 14th game in getting the chicken dinner in Miramar, and now we are in the third game. That's gonna be Sunhawk, and yes, of course, we're going to be seeing which team now is going to be taking the chicken dinner. RFT esports player 1v1 can hear the fight right in front of him, and of course he's feeling a little bit tempted because he needs to get in that fight and get as many points as possible for his team, as many kill points as he can. The players from Crazy Weirdos, they were crazy. I don't know if they're weirdos, but look at the damage. They're perfect spray in, and Harsh does get that knock. And you know what 1v1 does? That he told these people to chop rice. Hey, I need those elimination points, please. And he got those points exactly as he needed. The elimination point was in. And you have Hashtag going for that spray on K. Does get an off with the DBS, and of course, does immediately thrust him because the first elimination was stolen. Beautiful cover fire for his teammate as well. Getting to be able to get damage for him, and was knocked on that side. Wicked seems to be going far away right now. He's the only person remaining from his team, and the best thing to do, honestly, please go find a compound and sleep in that compound and just wait for a chance to engage. But for now, engaging is no longer in the books. Just go as far away as possible. We still have the 12 teams in the game. For the players there from Crazy Weirdos, they are down 2 of their players. One of them is remaining. Hashi Sports has the players from RFT as well joining this party. 1v1 was able to steal one of their knocks. They are getting an elimination point on their side. Hashi Sports receiving some damage there on the players from RFT coming in the fight. We can also see another team creeping in. So yes, they're going to be having a lot, and I mean a lot of third-party fights there. So I hope they're ready, please. I hope they're ready, because if you're not, I'm telling you, you won't have a good time. You'll really, really struggle trying to survive as much as you can. But again, guys, big up to your predictions. I mean, they're really coming through. I promised myself not to make any prediction, and I let you guys make your predictions and disappoint yourselves. But RFT Esports, moving around Lakawi, Hashi Sports right in front of them as well. They're looking to go in for that push already. They stole one of the eliminations. They are feeling a little bit confident here. They want to go in for that push. I just saw someone say active, and I had to say active. I'm about to become full Nigerian. I can say active. I can say wahala. I'm almost full Nigerian. Just give me by the end of the last game. Ooh, Gan. Does get the first knock in on Hashi Sports, and that does give them a go ahead for going for that push. And you have the player there, 2SK with the flank, looking to go towards the players from RFT from the back when they're not aware of the flanking there. The sprays from Harsh Esports. One of the players that is choked has been choked down, and his teammate does get that knock, and he's quite angry. Gun does get the knock in the thirst, and now he's going to be forced to get the cover on his teammate. Does try to get the sprays. They're looking at the players from Harsh. He was able to get at least one knock on that compound. The teammates as well need to get closer to him. Otherwise, you know how that's gonna go. If they don't join in, you know how that's going to be going. But for now, they need to be careful. They need to be careful. They need to understand that anything can make them lose this fight. Arab T can go back to lobby if they're not careful. When you looked at the leaderboard, you saw where they were in just 2 games. So they need to be a little bit careful, because 14th game in might just give them a really big margin. Beautiful spray there from 1v1, and they get another knock on Hashi Sports, of course, an immediate dust all the way back to lobby. Now Arab T having just they actually joined as a trio. One of their teammates is down, that is Gun will be revived, of course, because the player from Hash is not there. They're right behind 1v1. He needs to be careful. The muzzles are popping there, but you cannot fight them from your back. You need to use your eyes. So he needs to go back at the back and look at the player there from Hashi Sports. Are there just behind him? He's waiting. Oh my days, 1v1. You need to be careful. As soon as he goes inside that building, it's GG's. As soon as he does that, it's gonna be GG's. Okay. So Anes is back, still throwing words towards Hash, guys. Guys, leave Hash alone, man. Let Hash breathe, all right? Let them get their chicken dinner, because they can get it as long as Anne stays out of their business. You're vexing this guy. Oh, I just used another Nigerian term. Y'all have to be careful, otherwise, soon, I'm going to be of Funokwe. I don't know. I don't know Nigerians. I don't know Nigerian names. I just realized I don't know what I'm saying. I only know names that I've seen in Afro cinema. So, yeah, forgive me. But so far, Vanguard Esports still in the game are going to be looking to go towards a Painan there. And Painan is never a safe place to be in, to be honest. Painan is the worst. I mean, the worst place you could ever land. At all costs, avoid. If you have nowhere to go, please go to Sami and sleep in the docks or something, but just don't go to Painan. RFT Esports are still in the game. 3 players are still standing. 14th gaming has one of their teammates, Nando, down, and no rivals are the ones going towards the players from 14th gaming, ready to take them on. And so far, it's looking good for the players from 14th gaming, and another knock for that side. And it's going to be an equal fight right now, but he has to be careful. 23 and Madara are in the game. You have seen how good they are. The damage there on Metal. Excuse me. And way they're getting the knock on 23. The players from No Rivals having a hard time there. And Nate getting hooked up. Will it be a Kobe on a Liquid Metal? The nade does go in. Is it going to be a Kobe? Doesn't get any damage on him. Kesh looks to... Oh, that one does connect. And now one person does remain from the players from No Rivals. And 23 is back to lobby. Madara will be the last person standing for his team. Is he going to be able to take on the players from 14th gaming by himself? Remember, they are a team that got a chicken dinner in the second game in Miramar. So, it is easy. But let's see how this does play out for Madara there. We have Wei getting that flank on Madara. Might just be coming from the back where Madara is. Moving around the buggy, looking to get that elimination. Madara line, waiting, keeping it low. Does the spot there, Wei, and of course he does expose himself, does going for that move. And now Madara trying to go for that 1v1 against Wei. The teammates from his teammate are of course getting the damage, and it is the GG's. The cover sprays from the teammate from 14th gaming does help him take on the players from No Rivals. And this time round the tables have turned. And the team that does go back to lobby, the first team, is none other than the No Rivals. Oh, it's raining. I was wondering what's that sound. Oh my days. But yeah, so far, it's looking crazy, okay? I don't even think the players from No Rivals expected to be going back to lobby 2-1 in the game. And we have now Sulidami taking on the players from RMT. They spray there. Layla, perfect cover fire from Gun. Very nice name. That's come with the reflex. I told you. If you are calling yourself something, make sure it matches your skills. It is Gun. Look at Gun doing that thing. And Tulidami does going for that push. Gun. Immediately does change the gun there. Does try to get the free first. The assault is in. The cover sprays from the teammate from Ansulidami. His teammate is down. I don't know how they're going to be doing this, but yo. RFT Esports is not taking any L's tonight at all. And you have the players from RFT taking on the player from Mansuli Rami all the way back to lobby. They're just three players and they're causing trouble in the game. That's crazy. I don't know how they're going to be doing this, but so far they are the ones taking on teams one by one. And Sulidami have lost one of their players. Three of them remain now, and they need to figure it out. I mean, without a way of understanding how they're going to be taking on these fights, it's going to be crazy how they're going to survive this. But we have Gun has the P5s there on Ansulid Army. Layla, I actually like saying Layla. Very nice name. Layla has the player Samarati right in front of her. We'll be looking to see if she can get any knocks on the player Samarati, because as soon as you get a knock, that does give you the confidence you need to go in for that push. But without that, you cannot have any confidence because you aren't sure how many they are and where they actually are in these compounds. Layla, on the other hand, the zone is now closing in. These two teams are in the blue zone. They're going to get a lot of damage from the blue zone. And the best move right now is to make it to the safe and beautiful pre-fire there. Let's get some damage on Gun. Layla needs to start moving as well. They need to go as far away as possible. Man, y'all should leave Hash alone, okay? In Hash, we trust to get the chicken dinner, all right? Winner, chicken dinner. Anything is possible. I'm telling you guys, anything is possible. You know, the last player from Hash Esports can just chill in a compound until the game ends, and you won't say anything about it. Anyway, give me your predictions. Game 3, who's getting the chicken dinner? Game 3, give me in the comment section who's getting the chicken dinner. Game 3, Game 1, RT Esports. Game 2, 14th Gaming. Game 3, give me that name, and I'm going to be on the lookout to see if that team will be getting the winner chicken dinner for that game of the day, of the night. Sorry, it's very late, the night, but it's daytime already. It's 1 a.m., right? Yeah, it's daytime. So we have Ansulidami still holding the same place. The zone does close in and it is going to Painan. Vanguard is the only team that is quite safe and we'll be having a good time in Painan right now. We saw them going for that rotation towards the side and we have another knock there. Rio, not really Rio, sorry. It is the players from which team is this? Jay's team. And the DTS Zin does miss the first shot. Rio. Storm does get the knock and immediately does take the player back to lobby. Super J right now going for that push. Storm is quite low. Misses all the shots. I mean, nah. Super J, you almost lost that kill. And it is GG's. Two players now remaining from... It is athlete game, right? Yeah, that makes sense to me now. It is now two players remaining from the players from Jay's team, Super J and Nezo. But you know, they almost lost that one, to be honest. Like, they were so close to losing that fight. I had to pause and wait because no way, like, nah. They need to take they need to calm down and talk together and tell each other how did that happen, because you saw how those DBS shots were missed. All the shots were missed, not even a single shot. I mean, okay, one did connect, did get some damage, but then the others, he missed all of them and got knocked and taken back to lobby. So that's really that's something else. But these things happen. Sometimes you panic and you end up losing your fight just because you panicked. We have now Rio Esports trying to make it through the safe zone. Sorry about that. Excuse me. Damn, that's crazy. We have Rio Esports trying to make it to the safe zone. And we can see full vibe gaming as well. They can spot the players from Rio. They can see them. I don't think they want to engage in this fight at all. The zone is now closing in. We're going to the fifth phase of the zone. 30 seconds in, we're going to go to the fifth phase, and of course the damage from the blue zone will be quite high. And Sulidami, they are making it to the safe zone. They're not going to gatekeep every single team that is going to try to make it to the safe zone. Rio having a hard time. Flame there does engage on the players from RT Esports. Choke make sure he takes all the way back to lobby. I've been told it's not gun, it's gun. I'm not falling for that one. I can see it's gun and gun. You can't lie to me like that, guys. Come on, rest. 14th game in are now gatekeeping the players from Vibe. They're holding it down. They don't want these guys to make it to the safe zone. They're going to wait them for them to make a mistake. And of course, Unsulid Army just watching from afar, waiting for that chance. I mean, they need any single chance to get any fight happening, but then unfortunately Hashi Sports has been eliminated. They at least have 2 eliminations in the bag, so of course that does give them a little bit of points on their side. With now just 9 teams remaining, Painan is about to get a little bit crowded. 5th phase of the zone is going to close in as well. By the time we make it through the 6th phase, it's going to be really, really hard for these players. You can see the 14th gaming players waiting for that chance. They do not want to engage at all. They're just going to be playing it a little bit safe, just to make sure. They can get as many fights while in the safe zone as possible. Another team does go back to lobby. Oh, Arab team. No way. Dream Team as well engaging in the fight right there. You can see Sulidami does miss the fire there. The DBS answers. He's down on Sulidami, losing players one by one. Layla with the cover there, and her teammates are now going to have to give Layla a big paycheck on this now, because she's really trying to cover the team here, trying to get as many points as possible. The player there from Jay's team, that is Super Jay, trying to heal up Layla with the molly, and Jay does go in the vehicle there just to make sure he's safe enough to get the healing happening. And Dream Team, of course, they have also engaged in a fight. One of their teammates is down, the other is in lobby. Lazy is down, Storm is knocked out, and we can see that Vanguard Monkey with a perfect spray does taking the last player. They're taking them all the way back to lobby, and it is GG's 2 J's team now. Dream Team, 6 teams remaining. We have the 14th game in. Monkey Queen, yes sir. We have a 14th game in. I don't know about 14th gaming right now. They're not really engaging that much. I think they want another chicken dinner, but for Dream Team they need to be careful, because Devil is already down. Sad is trying to get the fire. They're on the players from 14th gaming. Does get a good amount of damage, but then no knock is registered yet. Sad, they are trying as much as possible to get the knock on 14th gaming. 24k does change his position. The sprays there from 14th gaming is making it so hard for Dream Team players to get any sprays towards their player as they try to make it to the safe zone. The zone is closing in. 6th phase of the zone are going to be the 7th phase. It's going to be really damaging. Dream Team player side will not make it to the safe zone. 14th gaming on the other hand, 24k does get the flank there with the buggy. Does make sure to get the thirsty on the Dream Team player Devil. The zone is closing in. You just exposed yourself. I don't know about Dream Team player side, but nah, there is no way. Sad needs to start moving. He needs to start going towards the safe zone, and he just gave up and gave the zone the elimination. So GG's on that side. 5 teams remaining right now. 14th game in. Oh yeah, Dream Team. I just became a Kenyan. And we have 14th game in there with Rio gaming right beneath them, Phoenix. And we have Nando cooking up a nade. It's gonna be a Kobe on Phoenix. That nade needs to connect, my guy. Otherwise, you'll be wasting your nades there. Doesn't get any damage on Phoenix. They spot him in the assault cage right directly to the forehead. And it is GG's on Phoenix side. They are 14th gaming, looking to have a lot of composure right now. They are taking their sweet time, taking on players one by one. 3 teams remaining. 14th game in Vanguard and Sulidami. 3 teams in the game. We are still seeing the same type of players. The last one. And Sulidami, Vanguard, and 14th gaming. No one told me which team is going to be getting the chicken dinner. No one gave any prediction, but then you can see 14th gaming going for that push on the player from Vanguard. Fast knock in from the player from Nando. That is 14th game. The player does get the knock in. he seems to be a little bit confused there. Almost got the space to the sky, and we have the cover space there for Marchist as well. Does get the first knock in, and Nando is down. Monkey watching from afar. She's getting the sprays, the cover for the team, but you can see the zone is about to close in right now. 14th game in, the zone is no longer your friend. Vanguard and Solid Army player is not engaging at all. Layla is quite low, and it is GG's to you, Layla. And now Vanguard trying to get in that push there on the players from 14th game in. 2 players remain standing, and it gets cooked up by Cash. Is it gonna be a Kobe? The revive is there. Cole trying to get the revive. The Kobe might just be what stops them. Cash, sorry. Oh, and the game is done. I was waiting for that nade, but actually landed without me even seeing it. So that was it's a perfectly launched grenade. Nah, that's too good. That's really, really good. But then good stuff. Good stuff on the players are there. Second chicken dinner in a row, 14th game in. They are actually proving to be the best right now. I see why people are coming in the comment section. Actually, Sage Sleep said 14th and Dream Team are having the highest chance of winning the chicken dinner. So yes, your prediction was right. 14th gaming does get the chicken dinner. The third game, Nando 4 eliminations, down to 394, Cash 1 elimination, 24k 3, and Way with 3 eliminations as well. Match summary: 36 eliminations, 35 knockouts, total healings at 5,493, 2 grenade eliminations, 18 assists, and 1 vehicle elimination on this third game of the night. That is Sunhawk for you guys. Not a lot has happened, but then again, a lot has happened in the last zone. 14th gaming and Vanguard Esports. 14th gaming does get 1,318 damage, while Vanguard does get 635. 6 knockouts for 14th and 3 knockouts for Vanguard. 11 eliminations for 14th and 4 eliminations for Vanguard. 21 total points for 14th gaming and 10 for Vanguard. We have 4 eliminations. Oh, the MVP, it is none other than RT Esports player 1v1. 4 eliminations, a damage of 592, 3 knockouts, and heal of 260. Survives a total of 16 minutes and 17 seconds. It does make sense. We saw how much he tried to get those knocks on their team's side. And we have there the RT getting the hash one top players with 4 eliminations, a damage of 592. Position 2, we have Nando 4 eliminations, a damage of 394. Layla 2 eliminations, a damage of 647. Gun, which is a lie, 3 eliminations, a damage of 354, and 24k with 3 eliminations, a damage of 318. But you guys are lying. There's no way this is Gun, man. You'll need to tell me the truth, but in my mind, that is gun. Or is it Gun? Anyway, match rankings for game 3. We have in position 1 again. 14th gaming does get 21 total points. Vanguard 10 and Solid Army 8. RT Esports 7. J's Team 6. Finally, they do get some points. Dream Team Tiny 3 at 4. Crazy Weirdos at 3. Hash 2. Athlete game next. 2, Vibe Gaming 1, and then No Rivals 0. 14th gaming might just be bridging the biggest gap we are yet to see tonight. Those points are too far out for 14th gaming, but you know what? We might be predicting this wrong, but I'm just going to wait and see what happens. We have just experienced a very interesting last zone fight. Everything is just happening real fast. So I'm going to be waiting to see how this does happen. Looking at the top players in the league, we have Nando, 9 eliminations, a damage of 1,633. 14th gaming player Way with 8 eliminations, a damage of 1,774. 24k. 10 eliminations, a damage of 1,309. 1v1 with 9 eliminations, a damage of 1,288. And then Layla, 6 eliminations and a damage of 1,412 on their side. On Layla's side, GG's to you, top players, for that beautiful play and the amount of eliminations. And the gap continues to get wider. 14th gaming does get 56 total points after match 3. RT Esports 39 and Solid Army 32. Vanguard 21. Dream Team 19. Weirdos 11, NR 10, Rio 9, J6 88 Gaming 6, Vibe 3, and Hash Esports with just 2 points. Anyway, guys, it has been a really interesting night. We have just finished 3 games. That was Sanok. And now we'll be going to the last game, that is Rangel. But for now, let's take a quick break and we'll be right back.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From Israel, now on the Monday, Israeli Ruger, down the Warmison, Demo, against Iber, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iber finds him, shots him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money team, all day going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle.
2 sips of Monster Energy.
Monstrous. A happy boy. Energy.
back is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From PS12, now on the Monday, is minus Luda, down the Warmison, Jamal against Iver, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iver finds him, shots him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money team, all they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
One's just. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From PS12, now on the Monday, is minus Luda, down the Warmison, Jamal against Iver, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iver finds him, shots him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money team, all they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle. Mine's just. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From PS12, now on the days, is Wales leader, down the Warmison, Jamo, against Iker, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Iker finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds, through that door, the oil money team, all they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in three, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S, are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold. Miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
Mine's just. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember Remember me for centuries.
From Israel, now Nobody is Israeli Ruger, now the Womerton, Devil against Hyper, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S are your champions.
But you will remember me. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
Bold miracle.
Two sips of Monster Energy.
Monstrous. A happy boy. Energy.
Legends are told, some turn to dust or to gold, but you will remember me. Remember me.
The match is about to start.
Just one mistake is all it will take. We'll go down in history. Remember me for centuries. Remember me for centuries.
From Israel, now Nobody is Israeli Ruger, now the Womerton, Devil against Hyper, he needs to clear that hill, the boys in yellow, Hyper finds him, shuts him down, and 340, 10 more seconds through that door, the oil money team, are they going to make history, very first land, very first win, 347, 348, now the contest, the boys in lead, no way through, and they are going to hold it down, so S are your champions.
Okay, okay, guys, you're officially back. It is the last game of the night. I mean, I don't even want to ask. I won't ask you guys about which team is going back to lobby. You guys are just and then telling me something. I'm not falling for these things again. But anyway, it is fine, guys. I mean, I am going to try my best to be as fluent with the names as I can because honestly, you all are giving me names that are not true, but it's totally fine. And as we put in the last game of the night that's going to be Erangel, we have the flight first player coming from the southeastern side of Erangel all the way to Kamishi. And you can see already there's a team that has just left the train. They want to go to the landing port. I'm hoping that this time we're going to be having a big fight because those are the best. That's when you meet campers of the campers. I mean, people who do the most just to get the chicken dinner for their team. And of course, this being the last game, a lot of teams have a lot on the line. Points need to be up as much as possible. 14th Gaming already has gotten two chicken dinners in a row. Arab T Esports got the chicken dinner on the first game. We're yet to see if they're going to be getting another chicken dinner. So a lot is going to be changing, of course. And seeing that we have seen how big the margin is right now, people are going to be are forced to make very interesting moves. To be honest, they're going to be making very interesting calls that we did not expect them to make. But at the end of the day, what matters is how will your team perform. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, guys. So far, it seems like one team did not join the game, and that is gonna be Vibe. Unfortunately, I don't know why they missed the game, but they are not here with us tonight. We have just 11 teams in the last game of the night, and of course, we're going to be looking to see which team gets a chicken dinner. But of course, I have to fall prey for this and ask you guys which team is getting the chicken dinner in the last game. Because I mean, I've already said it, you guys are making the right predictions through and through, and I love to see exactly that, because at the end of the day, what I want to see is a challenge coming from all the teams. And so far, so good. People are definitely challenging each other. It has been really interesting. I've been enjoying these games from game one. I mean, some teams are having an easy time, others are having a really hard time. 14th Gaming is an example of a team that is really having a good time. They're enjoying these games, to be honest. Getting two chicken dinners in a row, that's not easy. And Sulidami as well, they were doing a good job. Game one, game two, they just finished in the top two, and I don't know how they keep on fumbling the chicken dinner. So I hope this time round they're going to be looking towards getting a chicken dinner. They are showing really promising gameplay, making the right calls, the right rotations, picking the right fights. So basically, the IGL is making the right calls, but when it comes to the last fight, that is when the things become a little bit tricky for them. They seem to be also going in for a push on the players here that is right next to them, and the athlete game, I believe, and they seem to be wanting to go in for that push against them. So far, they have two eliminations in the bag. That means the Athlete Gaming team has lost two players already. Storm, they are trying to retreat, and Layla is not backing out at all. She is going for that push. It is that time. It is time for a car chase, and as soon as they get Storm, it's going to be GG's. As soon as this field ends, Layla will be taking him home. Oh, perfect spray there. Does change the seat and does get some damage on Storm, and immediately goes back to the driver's seat and continues with the push. I mean, Layla is showing some very promising skills here. You can see how she's doing all this, changing her seats in her car seats, reloading the gun, getting the damage on Storm, and of course the push is finally here. Layla with that push, that's going for that push. Of course, we're going to be seeing between Layla and Storm who's going to be crowned. You know, who is going to be the king and queen of 1v1. Layla there has to be careful as well, because Storm is cooking up a nade. Might just be a Kobe if that nade bounces off quite well. Oh no, Storm. Oh, self nade. Eh, no, no. Just, just a no. That doesn't really happen. That's very, very unfortunate that it has happened. But honestly, GG's to you, Storm, but that nade might have just disadvantaged you and your teammate because now only one player remains from your team, and a team is now third part in this fight again. It seems like the last game of the night, people are now a little bit lenient. They do not want to camp it out anymore. You can see the crazy weirdos coming closer towards Ansulid Army. They want to engage, but then Ansulid Army doesn't want to engage. We need our points, and Ansulid Army has decided it is going to be a matter of retreating and avoiding these fights as much as possible. And honestly, for Unsullied Army, you guys, I don't know. You need to get that chicken dinner. You need to do everything you can and get that chicken dinner. Otherwise, you'll just be losing it. If you don't do that, you will just be losing your points. You need to get that chicken, guys. You have man, two games in a row. That's really a lot to lose. They need to start figuring it out. We have Jay's team. Now they are going to be engaging in another fight as well. Severani seems to be a little bit crowded. Crazy weirdos as well in the same building as them. Eric, Nezo, Fari Monk, and Super J will be forced to engage in this fight. Super J, the first knock in wicket, is down, and of course that means a push is yet to be done. Perfect damage there, and he misses that shot. Oh, let's go. Nezo is down. Beautiful cover there from Jay's a team that is Fari Monk, and now they're going for that push. The players from Crazy Weirdos are now losing players one by one, and Jay's team finally taking on a team and taking them back to lobby. Might just be that time for them already. They have gone back to lobby, just 0 points so far, and they need to gather as many points as possible from this game just to qualify. Super J and his teammates, the damage there from K does get the damage in Super J. You can see the crazy weirdos. One of their teammates is still down. They're not going for that revive. I don't know why, but then they should probably focus on that revive. They have a chance of getting that revive and getting something happening. Honestly, I don't know why they were hesitant on that, but they can easily get something happening there. Right. Anyway, let's see how they're going to be taking on this fight so far. Let me have a quick mute on my. I just realized my sound is off. Give me a second. Okay, awesome. I'm good now. I'm good now. I can hear the sound. So let's go. So when we look at Super J right now, his teammate Fari Monk is down. Nezo and his teammate Eric is in lobby. Nezo is still in the game. Nades are getting cooked up. You're not seeing any Kobe's yet. The players from Crazy Weirdos are still in the game. Players from Jay's team are also in the game. They have only lost one player. Fari Monk needs to get revived. K waiting from right beneath where his teammate from Super J's team is down, and now Jay trying to get the revive as well. That is not the best place to get the revive happening. To be honest, he needs to figure something out before he ends up losing this fight. Crazy Weirdos and Jay's team are really having a very slow fight. No one is having any intense fights. Fari Monk still has that glitch on the hand. I don't know how that is happening, or is it a skin, or why his hands are glowing. Someone needs to tell me how they're doing it. But honestly, it's looking quite good for them, to be honest, for now. But so far, so good, guys. How you feel in the comment section? Just give me your prediction and tell me which team is going to be getting the chicken dinner when it comes to the last game of the night, when it comes to Erangel, which team will be getting, and I mean it, will be getting the chicken dinner. Best prediction will just come from the person who will say, oh, hash this, oh, hash that. But I hope that's not gonna be the case. We have Jay's team now waiting on to take on the Crazy Weirdos. They are still hesitating on this push. I don't know why, but then they had the upper hand. They had every card on the table. They could take out the Crazy Weirdos. They hesitated. I don't know why they did that, but they had every card right while the game was starting, while this fight was starting in Severny. Crazy Weirdos had players down. The players from Super J's team, all of them were in the game, but they seemed to be hesitant on that push on Crazy Weirdos. I don't know why, but we have there the beautiful spray there from Hamoudi. Does get the damage on Enzo, but unfortunately an Uzi is not enough to get a knock if the character is running and not just walking or stagnant in the same place. So that's why I think Hamoudi lost that knock on the player from Super J's team. That is Enzo, and K there and his teammate Wicked are looking to retreat. Honestly, I don't understand what happened there. I'm trying to see why this or that happened. I don't know. Honestly, most teams right now, their mindset is either to get as many kill points or get the placement points adding up. Because as you can see, either they go in for that fight or they don't. We still have 11 teams a game. Crazy Weirdos one player down, Super J's team one player down, but nothing has happened yet. Athley Gaming, yes. Oh my days, that name. Athley Gaming already has lost three players. They have just one player in the game, and Sulit Army players were so hell bent on taking him. All the whole team back to lobby didn't happen, and now they're still in the game. For Rio Esports, they're making the same rotation. We've seen them coming from this side before. I don't know how when Sulit Army made it all the way to Zarki. That's a very, I mean, very wide rotation. But it seems like the same thing is on that side. Hash Esports player is down, and now Hash is going to engage in that fight already. One elimination in the bag. They should not fumble this. Teacher is in the game and he's pointing at the and at you guys in the comment section saying we want to get a chicken dinner. He's pointing at your faces and saying you wait and see. And now 14th gaming going for that push on the players from Hash. Teacher trying to get the cover fire on the teammates from 14th. That's get the damage. Teacher is quite low. Nando as well is quite low. And we should have the players from Hash. They're getting a Kobe on the player from 14th. And the nade is getting cooked up. Hash. They might just get a Kobe and the cover fire from the teammates is actually there. They're getting the damage on Hash. But will it be enough to stop him from getting a Kobe on their teammate? 14th gaming going away from this fight have decided to retreat, and of course if you retreat you have your own reasons just to make sure you get your points as secure as possible. Hashi Sports players are still in the game. They are down one player. They joined as a trio. Quite unfortunate, but 14th came into the flank there. The nades are flying in. Teacher needs to be careful. The nade is going to be a Kobe on his face, and Wei is still cooking up more nades towards his side. Teacher on the other hand is getting third parted as well. You can hear the sprays coming from afar. There's a team watching this fight. 14th gaming actually got a flank there, and they have some damage on Harsh Esports. So yes, a lot is changing there. You can see how the teams are exposing themselves to third-party fights. Harsh Esports is getting sandwiched by just one team. 14th gaming making the right rotations, and for now it is looking a little bit heavy on the Harsh Esports side. Kesh watching them, giving his team cover fire. I don't know how way or rather Hash Esports. If I was Hash, I can swim my way away from this place. You'll have never met a camping spirit. A person who can hold the same place, move from that place, not you guys hearing them move. That's going to be really hard. But we have their Wade as here, Hash. They're getting closer from the water. Tries the heal up. His head is quite exposed, and the first knock is in. Hash S2K is down, and that means they're down to one player, leaving just two players in the game. And Nady is getting cooked up again on Wade's side. Is it going to be a Kobe on Hash? Okay, he hesitates on that nade, doesn't really get it thrown towards the players from Hash. Oh, that's a nice skin. All right. So Hash Esports so far, one player down, two players remaining. Teacher is still waiting to see how he's going to handle this whole fight. They are sandwiched. The players from Hash are really surrounded. 14th gaming has a player on the other side, that is Kesh. Getting a lot of damage on Hash players. Hash is down, and that means only Teacher remains from his team, and Kesh immediately takes advantage of that knock. Teacher with the fast knock in. Nando is down. Teacher should either confirm that knock or he's going to be having a hard time. The nades that are coming towards him are going to be a lot, and he's low, and we have Teacher. It is an easy vehicle elimination from Kesh in the 14th gaming side. Honestly, big up to Hash there, guys. They did put up a fight. That was good. I mean, if Hash had more players, like if they had an extra teammate, at least the knock that Teacher had would have actually counted, because their teammate there would have either confirmed that knock or something along that line would have made it a better for Hash Esports. But unfortunately, they were just a trio. They lost one too early in the game, and that did change the whole scenario. So that explains why Hash has been taken back slowly. So GG's on that effort. You could have taken 14th gaming down. That would have been one for the books, especially for us viewers as we watch the game from the comfort of our seats. We have the players from Athlete Gaming taking on the players from Dream Team. Vanguard Esports watching this fight from afar as well. Arab T Esports. Actually, I said Athlete Gaming and it's actually Arab T. So Arab T Esports are the ones who are engaging in a fight right now. Vanguard is watching them as they engage in a fight. We still have 10 teams in the game. People are still making their rotations. We are in the second phase of the zone. We're going to the third phase of the zone. The damage from the zone will start getting a little bit intense, and the teams should start focusing on how they're going to make it to the safe zone, because at the end of the day, they are losing a lot of points. Huh? Is it me or there's music in my ears? Okay, I'm not sure. But we can see what is happening here. Vanguard Esports, they have really nice cars. Unlike my account, I have no. Wah! My account is a disgrace, but it's no, it's not. It's a cool one, but I don't have car skins. But you can see so far the zone is closing in again. We are in the third phase of the zone, and for a team like Vanguard Esports, they're in the safest place in the zone, but they still want to move and make their rotations in the game. I don't know what their call is, but let's see how that works out. Dream Team as well joined as a trio. One player remains, and that is Sad. Sad is the only person remaining from the Dream Team. He's going to be going towards the safe zone right now. Avoiding those fights will be the best thing for him. He needs those points. I mean, if your team has everyone back to lobby, you need to start focusing on the placement points. Yes, you can clutch your confidence, or you can go ahead eliminate a whole team. But if you can just get your placement points, that is enough. Everything else, or they're going for the push, trying to finish a whole team by yourself, will be a really hard challenge. Yes, some people will be able to do it, but not everyone can do it. 14th Gaming engaging in that fight. They're getting that butted. Arab T Esports watching them from afar as well. And Cash 14 is down. Vanguard being taken on one by one. One player, that is Nando. Two players down from excuse me, two players from Vanguard, and now we have Nando will be forced to go in for that push again on the last player. That is Artist picking up a nade. Might just be a 4B. It is actually two players. The nade there will get Nando. He needs to be careful because there is a nade getting cooked up, and we have Artist going in for that push. The DBSs are literally everywhere, but then Nando does not panic. He relaxes, does get the nade there, does get the damage. One player down, and Vanguard with just one player remaining. The players from Vanguard Esports have been eliminated. 14th Gaming again does live to impress us. It is just for the last game of the night. They need as many points as possible. Nando has been leading, getting the MVP title from back to back, and now we have a team that partying them everywhere. They're getting fires from shots from literally everywhere, and that is the Arab T Esports that are third part in these fights from Fario Esports. On the other hand, just watching from afar, you can see the Arab T Esports are trying to get as much damage as possible on the players. But is it gonna be enough? Arab T Esports, are you going to be able to take on the players as they hold the compound, as they maintain that same building? They took on Vanguard, okay? 14th Gaming took on Vanguard, took them all the way back to lobby. One man, Nando, confident enough to battle a whole team by himself. 3 eliminations in the bag, easy peasy, the perfect spray. Nah, Nando needs to give people like a rule book or something on how he fits his spray there, because you can see how stable that scope is. He's getting the damage, the spray, the distance is quite big, but then he's still getting the damage there. We are in the third phase of the zone, going to the fourth phase of the zone. It is going to start to get a little bit damaging. Teams are going to be forced to start making rotations. Everyone will be in the middle of nowhere right now. If you do not have a compound to hold, you'll be having a hard time, and all roads lead to Rosehawk. All the teams are going to be coming towards Rosehawk. Teams like no rivals, the teams from 14th Gaming, they are safe in the zone, but then everyone else, Rio Esports, Dream Team, the players from Crazy Weirdos, Arab T Esports, and Solid Army, all these teams are not in the safe zone. They need to start moving. Jay's team as well is not in the safe zone. So all these teams need to start moving. But then every team that is in the safe zone right now, that is 14th game is going to be crowded from time to time. People are going to be wanting to take on that compound. So I hope they're ready to take on that fight. Otherwise, it's not going to be an easy night for them. Crazy Weirdos right now going towards the safe zone. There's a team holding a compound, 14th game, and they are not moving at any point. They will wait for people to come towards them, and then they will now engage. Because if I'm in the safe zone, why should I really force myself to engage in any fight? But then again, guys, give me your prediction. Which team is gonna win the last? Thing. We don't have lights here, so sorry about that. But yeah, so looking at what is happening, 9 teams are remaining, and so far 14 gaming making the right calls. Way and Nando being the last 2 players remaining from their team. They are going to be going towards a lot of fights against full teams. They're going to be forced to clutch right now. It's basically a make it or break it. They are the team leading in terms of general points. So imagine if they completely lose it, and the teams, I believe that is Arab T Esports, they take their position and they're no longer the ones leading. So a lot is on the line there for them. They need to keep their title going, because so far so good. 2 chicken dinners in a row. Arab T Esports, 1 chicken dinner in the bag. Will they be getting another chicken dinner? 14th gaming or Arab T Esports? Is it going to be either of them? But so far, zone is about to close in again. You can see the Arab T Esports and Solid Army. A lot of teams are now closing into the safe zone. Rozok is going to be a whole party. People are going to be having a lot of fun there. Third parties, camping parties. Which other party will be there? Grenade parties. It's going to be a really, really festive time. This is the last game of the night. We want to be entertained. Some of us are waiting to see which team is going to win so that we can see whether our predictions are right or not. Crazy weirdos. Actually, Nami does going for that pushing and crazy. And then the crazy weirdos. I just said and crazy, the creative weirdos. Oh my days. Crazy weirdos taken on Solid Army. I am surprised about that, because the Solid Army player went directly for that push. That was really uncalled for. And of course, that did disadvantage him and his teammates when he went in for that push. We have a team waiting right above the hill as well, waiting for a chance to engage in this fight. Crazy weirdos holding the same compound. The zone has decided to move, and Solid Army player 4864, the only person with the vehicle. I don't know where SARS is. I hope he has a means of transport, because the zone is now getting a little bit damaging right now. We are in the 5th phase of the zone. The 6th phase will be a little bit more intense right now for Jesse. He's going to have a lot to do, because as soon as you lose a fight, then it is GG's to you. As soon as you don't have a compound to hold, it is GG's for you. You can see SARS there trying to engage in a fight there. There is a team on the Roso kill. They need to start moving. Engaging right now is not possible. They are a little bit far, or not that far. They have a few meters into the safe zone, and that safe zone should be their goal. We have Gun Arab T Esports player there, Gun, and apparently, and 1v1 as well, getting a lot of damage. 14th gaming watching this fight from afar, and Solid Army getting pushed here by the crazy weirdos. JC having a lot of pressure. Players from the Roso kill getting the space towards them. And Nate getting hooked up. Is it gonna be a Kobe on Wicked? Because that will be a little bit Wicked and Solid Army player is down. He does get the knock there on, doesn't really get the knock there on Wicked, but then K is still down. Crazy weirdos player Hamoudi does make it to the safe zone. The school actually is a little bit safe, but then once the zone moves, is school going to be a place you want to be in or not? Teams are now closing in. 8 teams in the game. We're going to the 6th phase of the zone. You can see how distributed they are in the game. School has very few people, and I believe that is only the crazy weirdos. We have the players from Jay's team as they're going towards school. No rivals holding Rosa killed without moving a muscle, and the zone decides they are the team that is safe for now, and it is GG's to them, because once they secure the place, once they make the right calls, this might just be an easy chicken dinner to the no rivals players. But we have the athlete game next. A player that is no panic, no pressure at all. I'm just but a solo with an Uzi and a Scar L in the bag, and I'm feeling a little bit confident. My name is No Panic, zero worry. I got this. I believe that's how he's telling himself. But an Uzi at this hour, that's crazy. That's a lot of confidence there. Rozok has a lot of teams holding it down. Sad is not moving a muscle. I mean, I love to see it. RFT Esports as well, playing the same game, line low in the buildings, waiting for people to take each other out. As long as I don't need to engage, then why should I engage? Arodo spotting the player there from 14th Gaming. That is where he does get the damage. Use of the spray there did connect. The damage on way is in, but then he cannot continue engaging because people are literally everywhere in Rozok. It is crowded. People are surrounding the whole place. No panic, getting Phoenix all the way back to lobby. I'm not panicking. That's exactly his motto right now. And you can see it's actually working out for him. Crazy Raiders having a really good time. The players, therefore, the no rivals are not having it easy. Everyone trying to get as much damage on their end. And 14th Gaming seems to be going in for that push on the no rivals team. Nah, Nando and his teammate way too confident for this game. And Madara is just watching them from afar. Hamoudi has been spotted. Wicked as well has been spotted by Nando and his teammate. That is way also engaging right on the upper side with the no rivals team. They have basically split each other and they want to engage one by one. The pre-fires there from RFT Esports. Third party fights. I mean, 14th Gaming, what's your strategy? Because they are fighting everyone. 14th Gaming is fighting everyone. We need to know who's the IGL for 14th Gaming. Someone give me the T. I need to know. But we have Nando there trying to kick up a Kobe on Hamoudi. Doesn't know that Hamoudi is right beneath him. And he's cooking the nade towards the crate. But he is no longer there. Crazy Weirdos. The player K is down again. This is the second time he's getting knocked. And we also have the players from Jay's team third part in this fight. Everyone right now is having a taste of literally everyone. No rivals getting third parted by literally everyone. 023 is down. Tech is still in the game. Madara as well is still standing. They have only one player down. Madara getting spotted. Perfect spray there. Ronaldo might just get the second knock on Tech. He doesn't really get that knock anymore. And now we have him trying to get another knock in. And he does connect. And he has another knock in for 14th Gaming. They are so confident. 14th Gaming, 4 teams remaining. Players from Crazy Weirdos as well coming from the back. Might just be third parting them. They need to be a little bit careful because the Crazy Weirdos are coming quite slow. They have the shotguns in. They have nades getting sprayed. They have nades getting thrown towards the class. 14th Gaming. Hamoudi is quite low. Way enjoying this fight by himself. He's not even telling his teammate to help him. Because you can see his teammate, he's just losing. He's not helping anywhere. Wicked getting spotted by Nando. And of course, 14th Gaming going for that push. Wicked is down, and that is it for the players from Crazy Weirdos. 3 teams remaining. We have no rivals. We have the Athlete Gaming, and we have no rivals. 14th and Athlete Gaming. No panic. Might not make it to the zone, and it is GG's to him. And now one person remains from no rivals. Metal quite low, and it is GG's. This game is rigged, guys. Game is fully rigged. 14th Gaming, second chicken dinner in a row. I don't think I can be seen because there are no lights, but I'm going to try my best to make sure you guys can see me. I don't think my face cam is going to be important, honestly. But yeah, a beautiful chicken dinner again for 14th Gaming. This is they have gotten a chicken dinner, I believe. Mad guys, mad. But we can see the team starts there. We have Nando getting 5 eliminations, a damage of 1200. Kesh 1 elimination, 24k 0, and we with 8 eliminations, a damage of 891. But you can see how much damage Nando has put there. That is a lot. I mean a lot. I'm not even lying. That's really impressive. But anyway, GG's to you guys. I cannot begin to say how I'm surprised that the lights are still not back, but we move. So GG's again to Nando and his teammates. Looking at the match summary, 35 eliminations, 35 knockouts. So it was basically knock and thrust. No other movement. We have a total healings 4,269, 4 vehicle eliminations, 17 assists, and 1 grenade elimination. Good stuff there. Amazing match summary there from the game. We have seen that the knocks and the eliminations are actually equal. Looking at head to head there, 14th gaming and NR. 14th getting 2,552 damage, with NR getting 326. 11 knockouts for 14th gaming and 1 knockout for NR. 14 eliminations for 14th gaming and 2 eliminations for NR. Total points for 14th at 24 and 8 for NR. Again, GG's there. Good stuff coming from you guys. We love to see exactly that, and that is the players from 14th gaming. MVP again, it is Way from 14th gaming, getting 8 eliminations, a damage of 891, 1 assist, 260 heals, 5 knocks, and a survival time of 28 minutes and 30 seconds. Big up to you, Way, again. Beautiful play and a well-deserved winner chicken dinner for your team. Way getting, looking at the top players, we have Way from 14th getting 8 eliminations, 891 damage. Second, we have Nando, 5 eliminations, a damage of 1,200. Artichoke, Choke, 3 eliminations, a damage of 564. K with 2 eliminations, a damage of 640. And in 5th place, we have No Panic with 3 eliminations and a damage of 316. Look at the match rankings for match 4. We have in position 1, of course, 14th gaming, 24 total points in that game. No Rivals coming second, tied with the Athlete game next, and Crazy Weirdos with 8 points. Arab T Esports getting 5 points, J's Team 5 as well, and Solid Army 3, Rio Esports 3, Dream Team 2, Hash Esports 1, Vanguard and Vibe Gaming getting 0 eliminations. Not even eliminations, total points each. So big up to you guys. We have overall top players in position 1. Of course, we expected we getting 16 eliminations, a damage of 2,665. We have Nando, 14 eliminations, a damage of 2,833. Third, we have 24K, 10 eliminations, a damage of 1,459. Fourth, we have Layla, 8 eliminations, a damage of 1,642. And then 5th, we have Arab T Esports player, 1v1 with 9 eliminations and a damage of 1,595. Again, big shout out to you. Every top player, you deserved it. And the overall standings, wow, 14th gaming getting 80 total, 80. This is just it. And second, you have Arab T 44 and Solid Army 35, Vanguard 21, Tiny Dream Team. We have Crazy Weirdos, interesting, 19 points in. No Rivals 18, Athlete Gaming game next, 14. We have Rio at 12, J with 11, Vibe 3, Tine with Hash Esports, each getting 3 points in total from all the 4 games. Again, big up to every single team. No, unfortunately, guys, you won't be seeing my face anymore. It's a blackout on our side. Yeah, okay, yeah, so thank you guys so much for having me. Unfortunately, I have no light, so no webcam, but for now it is good night. I have been your caster and host, Mitch Gaming, and I hope to be seeing you guys next time. For now, good night, bye.